Oh great, it's Jeff. That fucking guy. That's me. On this week's episode, I'll show you a very crappy interview I had with John Cena, and our #1 story of the week is about Chris Pratt's crispy ass. And I mean that 100%, so stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back to Oh Great, It's Jeff, where we run down some of CinemaBlend's hottest headlines of the week, and I shout opinions at you about TV and film. But mostly I just fuck around in Hollywood waiting for success to fall in my lap. Hello, Mr. Spielberg? Ha, tricked you. Because no one ever calls me. So let's take a look at our #5 story of the week. Aladdin just became the highest grossing movie of Will Smith's career. Wow. Will Smith recently tweeted this video.
This is a post that I'm just humbled and honored to make right now. Today, Aladdin just passed Independence Day as the highest grossing film of my entire career.
That's right, Aladdin has outperformed Independence Day, despite such iconic moments as this.
Welcome to Earth.
If you watch the show, you know I have strong opinions about Aladdin's bizarre pants and whatever the hell Mina Massoud is hiding in there. I know you're up to something. But all in all, I think this is really cool news. I thought Smith's career had peaked when he was younger. His films were consistently debuting at #1, and he was breaking box office records. A streak which was broken by this, by the way.
What do you think, Cadet?
I'm not a coward! I like M. Night, I'm just being honest. But here he is at 50 years old with the highest grossing movie of his career. This would be a different story if we adjusted for inflation and rising ticket prices, but regardless, this is pretty cool. A ton of the success is due to overseas sales, which is why he included this bit.
And, you know, to have my biggest movie at this point in my career, I just want to say thank you. Shukran, sheshe, domo arigato, obrigado, grazie mille, toda. I think that's Hebrew.
His very blue incarnation of the genie, his painfully, awkwardly, inexplicably blue incarnation of the genie has been scoffed at by some, but clearly not me. Well, who's laughing now? The dude has had a crazy career thus far, and I think his excitement over the news is dope. In at #4, Keanu Reeves shaved his beard for Bill and Ted 3 as filming starts. We'll be getting Bill and Ted Face the Music in 2020, and filming has begun. Well, it seems Keanu ditched the beard, which one could argue has become an iconic part of his John Wick character, in order to return to the role of Ted. A fan page posted this to Instagram. I mean, there you go. Not much more to that, is there? That's the story. He's beardless. People are pretty dramatic because internet, so there's plenty of #NotMyKeanu type reactions. But I'm just over here thinking, man, imagine having such an iconic status that when you shave, it's big news in the entertainment world. That's incredible. Good for him. That's the real story here. The fact that it is a story.
Whoa! You're right!
He honestly almost inspired me to try it out for this segment, but it doesn't work with bald dudes. I would look like a baby. Just a super tall, loud, pretentious baby, which to be honest is rather fitting for my persona anyway. In at #3, rumor, could Lady Gaga play Rocket's love interest in Guardians Volume 3? Oh God, come on. Rocket is voiced by Bradley Cooper in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That is true!
Rocket's love interest in the comics is Lila, a sentient otter.
That is also true!
So the first part of the rumor must be regarding whether or not Lila is even in the new film, because that's not confirmed. And the second part speculates that she could be voiced by Cooper's A Star is Born co-star, Lady Gaga. I'm a huge fan of the two of them, and I came out in favor of Coops and Gaga babies following romantic rumors, but this is too far, guys. Just too much. It's getting silly. Isn't that like too on the nose? I mean, sure, the names are a tad fitting. Lady Gaga, Lila, Otter? Lady, Lila, Otter, Gaga. Oh my God. I think I just convinced myself that I want Lady Gaga to play an otter in the MCU. Our #2 story of the week. Dave Bautista in a Fast and Furious spinoff. Here's his vomit emoji response. Ex-pro wrestler Dave Bautista has become quite the actor. Well, other wrestlers turned actor Dwayne Johnson and John Cena are now both officially a part of the Fast and Furious franchise after John Cena signed on for the 9th installment. Because of this, somebody suggested via Twitter that Bautista would join the Fast franchise in the eventual, and he responded with this: "Thank you for your consideration, complete with a vomiting emoji." This just echoes something he said a few months ago where he laid out the expectations for his career. "I want good roles. I don't care about Fast and Furious or Bumblebee. That's not the kind of stardom I want. I want to be in Dune. I want to work with Denis Villeneuve. I want to work with Sam Mendes and Jodie Foster. I want to work with Academy Award winners. I'm proud to be a character actor. I want that respect and credibility and education." Well, that is clearly a jab at John Cena and Dwayne Johnson. It probably is annoying to be lumped in with them. They're individual people. I think Cena thrives with comedy.
I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
More on that in a second. And Johnson clearly thrives as a big Hollywood action star who doesn't really need to, act. While both of these types have a prominent place in Hollywood, Bautista is after something else. He wants to be taken more seriously, and so far, I think he's accomplished that. He did just read off his resume in that quote, after all. Regardless of his young yet impressive film career, I don't think that shitting on other ex-wrestlers is the way to go. This just doesn't strike me as being very humble. In response, somebody even called him out on the fact that he was in Escape Plan 2. He basically said, "Oh, I never claimed that I had never done a bad movie," and then said it was worth it in order to work with Stallone. But even Stallone isn't defending that movie.
You want to tell him, big guy? Not really.
Moving on. So as I mentioned, Cena's a funny guy. Even in Bumblebee, where he played a badass military bro, he still managed to pull out some dry laughs. And I think dry humor is hard to nail, which is why I resort to just screaming jokes at the camera. Well, fairly recently, I interviewed the dude for said Transformers spinoff, the one that Bautista wants you to know he doesn't care about. Anyway, the interview was, pretty crappy. If you were a Transformer, what kind of vehicle would you transform into?
I would transform into the Jonatron.
Say that again?
The Jonatron.
The John...
Almost like Megatron, but to transform into Jonatron.
Is that an exclusive?
Yeah, and it would be me to transform into a toilet. And I'm 100% serious, and the people at Hasbro are watching. Jonatron, there's money in it. I know it seems like a crappy idea, but trust me, don't flush it. There's money in it.
I feel like you already have kind of like a Transformer-esque voice, presence about you.
So we could take that, and we could make it a toilet.
Oh.
And think of the anonymity. So many toilets. I mean, you can transform into anything, anywhere, pretty much.
Right.
It's almost like a spy. It could be like a spy transformer. And think of the information you would get. I mean, you would really see some crap as a Jonatron.
Pretty crappy. Anyway, it is now time for our #1 story of the week. Oh my Groot, Chris Pratt just made his own case for America's ass with a crispy photo. Okay. Usually my #1 story would be some sort of semi-important breaking news, or at least something I have a strong opinion about. But given that this is one of the best headlines I've ever read, I felt like I had no choice. Sometimes I need to be reminded why I love our writers so much. So let's take a look at Chris Pratt's crispy ass photo. Caption reads, "Sun's out, guns out. I might have gotten a touch crispy on the honeymoon." Yes! Pratt recently got married to Catherine Schwarzenegger. Yeah, in case you didn't know, he's officially a part of the Schwarzenegger family. He had to ask Arnold permission and everything. Well, anyway, they went on their honeymoon and he got a little too much sun. That's, pretty brutal. Here's an actual video of him getting that sunburn.
Oh my God, that's so hot. It was horrible. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm so tired. Everything hurts.
I don't know about you, but for some reason, I can't turn my focus away from this seemingly shocked masked hero. That's his sidekick. Oh yeah, and he also posted this from the wedding, blah, 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 it's adorable. If you must see, but I'm a child, so I'd rather draw faces on his ass crack. Any day of the week. Well, that's it, man. Another show. Dunzo. This week was dope. It was a good week. Some silly stories floating around out there this week. If you found me even somewhat tolerable, hit subscribe, you dingus, so you can see more episodes of Oh Great It's Jeff. And you can see all the other dope content CinemaBlend is putting out on the regular. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.